Alright, let me just get this started. Give me one moment here, guys. Alright, boom. We are live here, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me just get my screen share going. Give me 1 second. Boom. Alright. There you go. Playas, Card Collector, welcome, guys. Welcome. Conan, welcome. Fellow and Mellow Muffin, welcome. Guys, we are live once again here. We're going to be looking to do some trades, share the strategy, go through all of the information, help you all get started. Yesterday was a great trading day. We made over $1,375 in the live yesterday. We also had Bitcoin hit an all-time high. It crossed over $73,000 today. Yesterday, I think it hit like 72K maximum. But today we hit another all-time high. Bitcoin skyrocketing. Now it's on a sell. Kill still. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the... still don't understand how spreads and the charges on loss and profit is calculated on Abbado. Could you please provide an example or explanation using the lot size of one lot size with 100 points plus or minus? Okay, awesome. So... on Bitcoin, for example, that's a great question. Getting right into this card collector, it's great to see that. Let me get right into it. All right. So let's say we are looking at BTC, right? We're looking at Bitcoin here. Let me make this wider. Now you can see the spread is right here on the screen. Maybe if you guys are on the other platforms here, let me make it like this. You guys can see the spread right here, right? Card collector, you can see the spread right here. This is the spread that they're charging. This is the total amount, like the cost or whatever you can say for your trade is going to be the spread. That's what you're seeing right here. Okay, so it says 14 right here. That means that the difference between the bid and ask, the difference between whether you do a buy trade or a sell trade is going to be $14 or 14 points, right? So let's say we can see right here it's 828 and 848. So that's the difference. So if you do a buy trade, for example, let's say I enter into a buy position. Let me make this bigger. It's going to enter me at the higher price, right? And if I enter a sell position, no, wait, sorry. Wait, let me just make sure. I think it's the other way around. So if I enter into a buy trade, it's going to give me, yeah, the higher price, right? It's going to give me the higher price, the second line, the line above. And if I enter into a sell position, it's going to give me the line below, right? So I'm going to enter at the bottom line there. Let me go back and close the buy one. So on my sell, it opened at the bottom line. So that means that when the price needs to move that amount before I go into profit, all right? So let me try to actually take a screenshot and I'll like draw it out. Give me 1 second here. Because this is a great question and this will explain to you why using Abbado, for example, versus another platform is so much better, right? All right, so we have Paint open here. I'm going to paste this in, right? This is your chart, for example, right? You guys can see this, correct? Let me know in the chat. You guys can see this? All right, so let's say I'm going to do green for a buy trade, right? So if I enter into a buy trade, it will enter me at the line above, okay? So right about here, it will enter my trade right there, okay? So now this means that, let's say the price that it entered me at is 71925, right? But the price for Bitcoin is right here. It's at 71911. So that means that the market needs to move past this line, past my entry for me to be in profit. So until it moves that much, I'm going to be in loss. So when I enter my trade is going to be negative $14 because the spread on Bitcoin, as you remember, spread was it was 14 on Bitcoin, right? BTC. So the spread on Bitcoin was 14, which means that 14 points is going to be my spread. So if I enter with one lot size, like you were asking, with 1.00 lot, this is going to be my my initial P&L. As soon as I enter the trade, it will be negative $14. If I enter with 0.01, it will be 14 cents. If I enter with 0.1, it will be $1.40, etc., etc., right? So the market needs to move 14 points up before I can break even. It needs to move up 14 points for me to break even. As soon as the bar goes from here to up here, my P&L will be 0.00. After it crosses this is when I will be heading into profit. All right, Car Collector, let me know if this is making sense so far. Let me know if this is making sense so far. All right, Khan on YouTube is saying, yes, this is making sense. All right, Car Collector, also you let me know if this is making sense so far. All right, so whatever the spread is what the difference is between the buy and sell price, the bid and the ask. The difference between those two is the spread, right? So let's say, for example, you go onto a platform and I don't know, some of these platforms, I've seen some of these platforms have a spread of like 70 on Bitcoin, right? So let's say your spread is 70 on Bitcoin. That means the difference between the buy and the sell will be $70, right? So if it's 925, the other way will be at 850. So right here is where these two lines are going to be. So there's going to be one line up here and one line over here, which means that your Bitcoin trade is going to have to move this much for it to even break even. So anytime you enter a trade, let's say you do one lot on that platform with 70 point spread, you're going to be negative $70 on your Bitcoin trade right away. Now remember, my trade is 100 points stop loss, 100 points take profit. If I'm entering and it's already negative 70, that leaves only 30 points for my stop loss to be hit, right? That leaves only 30 points for my stop loss to be hit. So if Bitcoin just has a little move and it moves 30 points, my stop loss is going to be hit. Now that's why it's so important to trade on a platform that has a small spread, because it gives you the ability to catch these moves that we're doing, these scalps, these smaller, quicker trades that we're able to do with a small spread, right? Because we only need Bitcoin to move a total of $14 for it to be in profit, right? So for example, let's say I do a sell trade, and now my sell trade enters right about here, right? It's going to enter the trade right about here. But I need this price, this top line, I need this one to come down below this one, and then I will be breaking even. All right, does that make sense? So on a sell trade, you need the top line to meet with the bottom line for you to break even. Whereas with a buy trade, you enter on the top line and you need the bottom line to break above. All right, does that make sense so far, guys? Let me know if that makes sense. You guys are following? If you have any further questions as well, let me know. I'm going to explain this a little bit further as well. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, exactly. So this is why it's so important to trade on a platform that has low spreads, right? Low spread is actually absolutely, okay, it's close enough. Low spread is absolutely key, right? Because for example, if the spread is like, these are the two lines for spread, you're going to have to wait so long. You're going to be doing swing trades just to get any profit, right? It's really, really risky because, you know, the trade can just go in the opposite direction, and now you've even if it moves just a little bit in the opposite direction, you are losing money, right? Another thing that's really, is there an indicator, or do we see what the spread Do we see the spread like you show? The spread, you can see it exactly how I'm showing it. I took the screenshot from here. So right here, if you can see on my chart, the top line right here, I can change the color of it as well. I'll go into these settings. Let me change the, let's see where it is. Current price. Yeah, okay. So the bid price, let me make it, I don't know. I'll make it orange. And the ask price, I'll make it, I don't know, this color of green. All right. So now you can see the colors. It's color coded, right? So the blue line is the top line. That's going to be your buy line, the bid line, and I think that's what it is, the bid. Yeah. But the top one is the buy line. The bottom one is the ask line. All right. So when you enter into the, you can't see it. Can you guys not see my screen? If you click on my screen, you guys should be able to see it on my screen. Card Collector, are you able to see my screen? I am streaming it. So, oh, you see it, but you don't see it on. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to right click and you just click this one. Show ask line. When you click show ask line, it's going to show up for you. Does that make sense? As soon as you do that, it should show up. You just have to, because a lot of the times people don't like to have double lines. They just use one line. So I think default is one line. So to show the second line, you just go right click on your chart and you can click show ask line. All right. Let me know if that works. Let me know if that works. Sorry that you guys have to hear me gulp. All right. So let me go back to why it's so important to have a platform that has low spreads and no fees as well, no commissions, right? Because we had somebody in the Discord asking about this other platform, and I just looked it up, and they charge $6 every time you enter a trade, right? Let me make this a little bit clearer. So they charge you $6 every time you enter a trade. Card Collector, let me know if that worked. I'm just going over the next things as well. All right, so their commission was $6 per trade that you enter, per lot that you enter, right? Then they also charge you a spread. So they charge you spread and commission. They charge you spread and commission. So let's say their spread is $20 or 20 points. Their commission is $6. Now you're already negative 26 without all the other fees that they're charging you, right? So you're adding on extra fees for no reason that you shouldn't be paying, right? So that's why it's very, very crucial that you use a platform that doesn't have commissions and only charges a small spread. All of these other platforms, they're charging commissions, they're charging spread, they're charging swaps, they're charging overnight holding fees, they're charging all of these additional, they're charging a fee on open, a fee on close, they're charging all of these fees that are completely eating away at any profit that you might have had, right? Because think about it, if let's say we follow the strategy, right? 100 points, 100 PT is our strategy. That's going to be our profit. So our profit ends up being 100 points. Now you start subtracting everything else. You subtract the spread, let's say 20. Then you subtract the fees, -6. Then you subtract, I don't know, like swaps or something. You lose another $4 or something. You keep adding these up, and you're just cutting away at your profits. Also, it's never 20 points on these other platforms. They charge way more for their spreads. So you're probably paying like 70 or something like that for your spread. So you're literally losing like anywhere from like 20 to 70% of your profit in fees. There's literally no reason that you should be dealing with that. Better to just trade on a platform that has low spreads and no additional fees. All right. That's why I use Abbado. All right. That's why I recommend Abbado, is because of their low spreads, because they don't charge anything else. Sharaf, welcome back. It's great to have you here, man. We're just getting started. Car Collector was asking about the spreads. So it was an absolutely amazing question. It really, I know it's really helpful, because for somebody who's new to trading or something, it's really helpful. A lot of people don't know about spreads and this and that. So that's a great question. Thank you for asking that. If you guys have any other questions, let me know before I get right into this. We're going to be doing some live trades. I'm going to go over the strategy again, as always. Also answer all of your questions. We're going to be looking to see what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin already hit the all-time high. Looking at gold as well, probably pumping. Yeah, every single day it seems that around like open time, gold just starts to pump like crazy. Then it has some crazy pullbacks, pumps more, crazy pullbacks, pumps more. Gold has just been going crazy lately. Like, look, if I just go like over a long period of time, even hourly chart, daily chart, look at this. We went from 2319 to 2787 on gold right there. It's insane. Like, if you guys see how many points this is, it's a lot of points on a 0.01 lot size trade. That's about $450, right? Like, it's insane how many points move that is. That means this is about like 400. How many? What does it say? It's about like, I think it's like four. If that's 100, that's like 10,000 points or something, like 40,000 points or something insane like that. That's 40,000 point move on gold that we've had since June or July, which is insane. All right, anyways, we're looking at Bitcoin mainly today. We're seeing the PSAR go below. Super trend is still down, pointing downwards. So we're going to be waiting to see if the PSAR can flip as well. Then who knows, we might enter into a short position. Car Collector, were you able to get that to show on your screen? Again, Car Collector was asking how to have the spread show on the chart. And all you have to do is right click and click the show ask line, and it will show up on your chart. All right. Then you're going to see these two lines. And as I was saying, when you have the, this is the bid line, which is the price that you get when you do a sell position. And then this is the ask line, which is the price you get when you enter a buy position. All right. Now, if you guys have any questions about how to get started or anything like that, let me know as well. You guys can type in the chat. You can also request to come up on stage. It's showing up for Fellow Muffin as well. They got the line to show up on their chart. Awesome, awesome. All right, welcome to the Kick. Welcome to the Twitch stream. Welcome to the YouTube stream as well. Thank you all so much for joining. Again, I'm here every single day doing these live streams, sharing the strategy, answering all of your questions, and helping you all get started with your trading journey. I've been a part of the, I don't know if you guys know, but I've been a part of the JSTStream community for maybe like over a year to 2 years, or maybe even longer. And I've been using their strategy, their systems. I've been testing it. I've watched AKPWC go live many, many times. And I've traded live with him as well. And honestly, it got to the point where I was like really being consistent with it. And then I was like, okay, let me fund this account properly. So I loaded this account up with 50K. And I was like, let me just go strictly following the strategy. Let me see how it works out, right? You guys can see how it worked out. On a $50,000 account, I've made over $46,000 in profit. Just yesterday, we made $1,300 in a day. That's like people's like 2 weeks salary or a week's salary in one day, which was absolutely insane. It was, what, like an hour or so that we were on live? So I was seeing this work for for him. I was seeing it work for these other guys that were in the Discord, and I was like, I got to do this for myself. So I started going and I started testing and testing and testing, and I was following the strategy very, very strictly, following the risk management rules, following all of the rules for the strategy. Started increasing my lot sizes. There's fireworks going on outside over here. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's fireworks going on. I wish I was on my TikTok so I can show you guys, but that's okay. So I started increasing my lot size. I went to 2 lots, then I started increasing. I went to 3 lots, then I increased again, and I'm at 4 lots right now, right? And I've just been consistent following this system over a long period of time, right? A lot of people, they start trading and they think that, I'm going to test a strategy for like 3 days. Let's see if it works. If it makes me money, that's amazing. I'm going to follow this strategy for the rest of my life. If it fails in like 2 days, then I'm done with it, right? You got to understand that trading is a long-term thing. You trade over a long period of time. You test a strategy. A strategy needs to be tested at least for 6 to 9 months minimum, right? That's how you're able to actually gauge how a strategy is doing, by testing it over a long period of time. 6 to 9 months is a good range. I've tested the strategy for about almost a year now and seen it profit about like 70%, 75% for me. PSAR just flipped. Let's wait for a pullback, and we're going to be looking to enter a short position. I'm starting to see the pullback form right here. And let's see if we can enter into a short position. It might pull back a little further. We're just going to wait and see. We have the PSAR dots above. We have the super trend pointing downwards as well. So let's see if we can enter. Oh, it looks like there might not be an entry over here. Let's see if we can actually have a pullback form, and then we'll look to enter a trade. All right. The reason why I'm looking to enter a trade is because the PSAR is above the candle. That's the dots that you see right here. The PSAR dots are above the candles, indicating a downtrend. Again, you see the red super trend, which is also showing a downtrend. So we are just looking to enter a short position on a pullback. So as the market is coming down, we're going to wait to see a candle go blue or green. In this case, it's blue because I just have those colors set. So we're going to wait to see those candles go green on the range bars as well, indicating a pullback, and then we're going to look for a short position. All right. How many of you guys have an account ready? How many of you guys are ready to get into some trades? Stronger pullback happening now. We're going to see another candle form probably now. There's been a significant move. Let's see. All right. Boom. Another candle formed. 2 candles formed. All right, let's enter into a short position here. I'm going to set my stop loss right away, 71,870. So that's 100 points above my entry. And set my take profit, 71,670. So that is 100 points below my entry. I'm going to go like this so you guys can see both levels right there. My stop loss and take profit have been set. All right. We're going to see where this trade goes. Both indicators are showing a possible downtrend. We're seeing the market pull back a little further. I could have waited a little bit further, but I saw the pullback, so I entered. If you waited and got a better entry, that's amazing. Let's see where this trade closes. Sharaf, are you in that trade? All right, let's see. Yesterday, we started off, even yesterday, we had a few trades. I think we had 2 trades hit stop loss in the beginning, and then we had like 5 or 6 trades hit our take profit. 771 entry. Okay, so you're literally $1 above me. All right, let's see where this trade closes. Are we going to end, or are we going to start the night off strong, or are we going to start off with a stop loss hit? Let us see where this trade takes us, all right? Let's see where this trade takes us. It's still hovering around our entry, just a little bit above. Boom, bigger candle. Let's see if this flips the super trend and PSAR. We're going to be looking for a buy position if this does go into the uptrend direction. If not, this could just be a really strong pullback, similar to what we had here. So we had a similar move. Let me draw it out right here. So what we're seeing right now, we had a similar move happen a little earlier where the market pulled up. So let's see if we can if we have something similar, or if it ends up pulling down. All right. So you guys see this, right? It pulled up quite a bit. It had a pretty significant pullback. That's what actually triggered the PSAR to flip. But then it eventually came back down, and boom, our stop loss has been hit. Let's wait for the next entry for the next trade. All right. Let's see where the trade takes us. Or the night, I mean. All right, so guys, I am trading on Abbado.com. That's the trading platform you see here. That's the one that I recommend. Make sure you guys go and get your account set up. I've been using this platform for quite some time. As you guys know, they've got low spreads, no commissions, no swaps, no additional fees on your trade. So make sure you guys go and get your account set up so that you can join us in doing some live trades. All right. And obviously, where I'm getting the strategy is from JSTStream.com. Go to JSTStream.com, go to log in, make a quick account. You guys are going to get access to the Forex, crypto, commodities, and indices and equities range bars. You guys are also going to get these amazing videos, everything that you need to know to get started, everything from how to set up your demo account to how to, set up your trading chart, how to master different indicators, how to use the range bars to trade on pullbacks and reversals. They've got trading knowledge, advanced knowledge, even live trading sessions that you can watch to see how they use the strategy, how they follow the system. So make sure you guys go and get your account set up on those websites. Get started watching those videos. They help a ton. And a lot of your questions are going to be answered on those videos. And again, I go live 9 a.m. every single day trading here in front of you guys. So make sure you guys join me on all platforms, all right? We could have actually entered right there where the market finished its pullback, but that's totally fine. We're going to be waiting to see if we can get another pullback possibly. Then we can enter into a sell position, or if it actually flips, then we'll do a sell trade. When does AKA go live? I think he goes live like at sudden times right now, so make sure you have your notifications on for his lives. But you can send him a message and ask him as well to see when he's planning on going live. I'm not sure. It's just that 9 a.m. Eastern works really well for me, so that's when I go live, but I'm not sure when he does. So you can definitely send him a message and ask him as well. All right. Is there any other things that have been confusing you guys about the system, about the strategy, about about trading in general, lot sizes or spreads, anything like that that you guys want me to clarify? Go over it. Let me know right now. If not, then I'm going to go over and explain the strategy once again. I'm going to explain what I look for, explain the different indicators as well. So let me know right now if you have any more questions. I know Conan, I've seen you a few times. Kill Still, you've been here a few times as well. Sharaf's been here all the time. Car Collector, you join often as well. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Fellow Muffin's always there in the Twitch. Mello's there on Kick. Khan on YouTube. We've got a bunch of people here. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions whatsoever, and I can definitely help you out with that. All right, I think we're up to like 30 subscribers on YouTube. We've got 7 followers on Kick, and we're up to 12 on Twitch. All right, so make sure you guys are following me on all of those platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and on TikTok as well. I'm starting to post more videos over there, a lot of like trading help as well. So definitely go and follow me there. I'm going to try and go live on my TikTok soon as well. It should be unlocked tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out what kind of live I can do that won't get restricted. It's so annoying. They keep restricting my lives. So let's see when I can do that. We're seeing this pullback happen again. Let's see where this goes. Overall, we've had a significant downtrend for a while. If I'm looking at the 1-minute chart, it's hitting this level right here. It's been on a 30-minute, like if I go to a higher time frame, it gives me a little it's like all right to look at, but it doesn't really tell me too much. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna look to enter another short position because it looks like the PSAR and super trend are still signaling a downtrend. I might have missed my all right, let's enter into a sell position here. All right, I'm going to enter into a sell position. I saw the pullback happen, so I'm going to enter my stop loss 874 and enter my take profit. Oh, it's pumping 71674. Boom. My stop loss and take profit have been set. The market is pulling back a little bit further. Let's see where this trade closes. It's looking like it's going to be exactly like it was yesterday, with two losing trades in the beginning, and then hopefully just a bunch of winning trades. That's exactly how it was yesterday. But we are in this trade now. Let's see where it goes. I want to see the super trend flip, just because then it would be our indication of a reversal, and that would be always great to get into. When entering a trade and setting 100 points positive and negative, is there a time by which you can make your change? I've seen that when you're playing with stop loss or take profit, the profit goes in negative regardless, right? So when you enter into a trade, your trade will be negative right away because of the spread, right? So that's what I was explaining earlier, that as soon as you enter your trade, they charge you your spread, right? So let's say I enter into a buy trade, it's going to be negative 15. And if I enter a sell trade, it's going to be negative 15, right? So it's going to be negative 15 or 14, whatever the spread is initially, right off the bat. That is going to be your stop loss. That's going to be your P&L right away, right? Your P&L right away is going to be negative, whatever the spread is. Then what happens is, that's what I mean, where your trade has to move above that entry so that you are able to cross over and break even. Deftones, welcome, welcome. So we have a few seconds to adjust. You have all the time to adjust. The thing is that because, like for example, Bitcoin is very volatile, right? You guys are seeing that right now. Bitcoin is very volatile, where it's moving up and down very, very quickly. That's why I like to practice setting my stop loss and take profit very quickly. Stop loss, obviously, first. Like, let's say I enter into a sell trade. I'm going to set my stop loss right away. You can even do the drag and drop feature, which is really easy if you're new at this. And you can see your profit and loss on the, you can see it on your screen right there when you enter, right? So you can see right there, it says right here, it says my profit. Wherever I set my take profit, this is going to be what it's going to set it at. So right here, if I drop this line right here, my profit right here is going to be $1.56. If I do it right here, it's going to be 81 cents. So what I would practice with is entering a trade. For example, let's say you enter into a buy trade right here. Then set your stop loss, you go down, you see 100 points, boom, that's done. You drag up, you see 100 points, boom, done. Now that's set, right? So practice doing that. Practice setting your stop loss and take profit very, very quickly. The main thing that you have to focus on is setting your stop loss, because with your take profit, you can do that right after. But with your stop loss, you should be worried about that first, because if your trade goes in the opposite direction, like let's say this candle goes down here right away as soon as I enter, now it's past my stop loss, but like if I'm setting my take profit and stuff, like that's fine, but it's gone past my stop loss, and now I'm like deeper into loss, right? So the first thing that you need to do is set your stop loss, then you can worry about setting your take profit. That is what I recommend. Market's crazy volatile right now. It's crazy. All right, so let's go back to 4 lots. Does that make sense, car collector? So it's always, always, always great to set it right away. There's no time limit on it. There's no time limit on it at all. Like, technically, until your trade closes, you can change your stop loss and take profit, right? Like, I can look. It's like very close to hitting my stop loss. Oh, it hit now, but if like even if it didn't hit there, I could keep adjusting it. Keep adjusting it. Like, you have the ability to, but you shouldn't do it, obviously. Just set your stop loss and take profit as soon as you enter, and then forget about it, right? Set and forget. That's the most important thing. Yeah, exactly. So that's the main thing that you guys should be focusing on, is setting your stop loss and take profit levels right away, just so you get the hang of it. Even if you have to do it with really, really small trades, like let's say I enter into this trade, then like practice like understanding, you know, my open price is 71624, so my stop loss on a sell trade is going to be 100 points higher, $100 higher. So 71724, you click away, that's set. Set my take profit 71524. Boom, it's done right there, right? It's done. Now with gold, it's a little bit different because let's say we go to gold. Let me just close this trade. All right. So let's say we go into gold and we enter, for example, a buy trade, right? The spread is a little higher on gold, which means that you need to, you still need to set your take profit and stop loss right away anyways, but you go to 772.88. So on gold, it's $1, for example, you can say. $1. And that one just hit my stop loss. But it was too quick for me to set it. But anyways, and then your take profit is the other way, where it's $1. You can say it as $1. 100 points, 2774.55. $1 move right there. You set it, and boom, it's set right there. All right, does that make sense? So it's like 1.00 move on gold, and then it's $100 on Bitcoin. But you can definitely play around with like different markets and see what their 100 points looks like. But the strategy remains the same. You always still do 100 points on whichever market you are trading on. All right. I hope that makes sense. It's awesome questions. Shuraf, how is it going? All right, we're seeing this come up now. Do you sometimes look at the day or hour chart and analyze your support lines? No, I don't draw any lines at all. Everything that I need to know is told to me by the Super Trend and PSAR. But saying that, if you are using the range bars, you're using the Super Trend, for example, and you have a system where you want to test using support lines, for example, right? You want to test using the support lines, feel free to test support lines with the strategy or whatever. But let me tell you this thing, all right? When you're drawing these lines, you're picking where to draw these lines from, right? You're picking where to draw these lines. So you have an internal bias whenever you are drawing these lines. Like, yes, there's ways to, you know, choose where to draw these lines and stuff, but there's always a bias when you're drawing these lines. So if you are doing that, you have to be really careful with what your strategy is looking at, what your strategy is focusing on. It's way too complicated, and there's too much margin for error. And I know that there's, you know, your ego and emotions and all of this stuff that puts a bias on that that strategy. Whereas all of these things are completely free of human bias. Like these range bars, no matter how I feel, these range bars aren't going to change. No matter how I feel, the super trend isn't going to change the color or change the direction. The PSAR isn't going to change depending on how I feel or where I want it to go. So these are completely free of human emotion, human bias, right? That's how you should be trading, completely free of human bias, human emotion. Now, if I start to draw lines, right? This is my bias. This is me putting my bias on the market, me determining where something should be, me determining where the market should go, all of those things, right? Whereas this stuff is telling me very, very mathematically and methodically exactly what is going on. And that's how I should be trading. I shouldn't be trading on a strategy that requires me to be an excellent analyzer, for example, right? This strategy tells me everything that I need to. Of course, I can go to a higher time frame, see what the daily trend is, and follow the daily trend, for example, right? So, like, let's say I see, like, for the day, it's a downtrend candle, like, the candle is coming down. So, any trade that I take today should be a sell position. Like, I can do that as well. You can test that on your own as well, right? You can test that. I haven't tested that, so I don't know how it works. You can test that over a long period of time, like 3 to 6 months to 9 months. You can test it and see how it works out for you. If you're able to get over 70%, or if you're like, you go like 6 months and you're like negative 20% or whatever like that. So test that strategy, whatever you want to do. But I think to keep it very simple is the way to go. Just focusing on a few things, a few concepts. So focus on the range bars, focus on the super trend, focus on the PSAR, or like for example, like if you like the super trend and MACD, for example, or you only use the super trend, or you use the super trend and Bollinger Bands, like whatever you want to test, make sure you test it over a long period of time, and make sure it's completely free of your bias. All right, does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense, or if you want me to clarify that further. But I think that should explain that. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for your questions, Car Collector. It's great to have you asking questions as well. It really helps me understand what I need to focus on more as well. And, it definitely helps everyone when questions are asked. So thank you. Thank you a lot for asking those questions. Somebody's asking, do you have to have a crypto wallet, or can you use debit card or debit card to transfer funds? So if I go here, I don't know if he's still watching. I don't know if he's still watching on the live, but I'll here. Let me let him know. I'll answer him after. Okay, so can you explain about gold again, but while drawing in a white page? Okay, so let me go to gold. Oh, I was in the 1-day chart. That's why. I was in a 1-day chart. That's crazy. All right, so with gold, it's the same thing. Let me try to make this. Okay, well, I can't make it wider. The spread is so tight that I can't make it wider. But anyways, so with gold, let me take a screenshot here. All right. Boom. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is the gold chart that we're looking at now. All right, Sharaf, are you following? This is the gold chart right here that we're looking at. All right, so again, it's the same thing where when you enter a buy position, you're going to get the higher line. You're going to get the higher line on a buy position, and you're going to get the lower line on a sell position, right? It's the same thing. The only difference is that the spread is a little bit different. on gold versus Bitcoin, the strategy again remains the same. 100 points positive, negative 100 points, right? So how do we see what 100 points is on gold? So let's say we're looking at this number right here, right? Let's say we're looking at this number right here, 277,2774.87. All right. Now, if we look at, like, we only look at these three numbers right here. All right. We only look at these three numbers. So this is, for example, you can remove this dot. It would be 487, for example, right? So if it goes to 587, you can put a period over here. 5.87, that's 100 points. All right? And 387, oh, that's just a mess. 3.87 is 100 points below. And 5.87 is positive 100 points. All right, does that make sense? So it's the third digit. It's the last three digits is the point. So 1 point is just this last one moving. So if you just see like 9, 3, this is the 1 point. So if it goes from 19 to 20, that's 1 point. If it goes to 21, that's 2 points. All right, does that make sense? Sharaf, does that make sense? Let me know. So with gold, you're just changing the last three digits. Just the last three digits. So from 2774.87, if you enter, for example, let's say you do a buy trade, right? Your stop loss will be at 277.387, and your stop loss will be your stop loss will be at that, and your TP will be at 277.587. All right, that makes sense. Awesome. Yeah, so in each market it's a little bit different how points and pips are calculated, but that's like the main that I know from gold and Bitcoin. Those are the markets that I trade, so I'm more familiar with those. So on again, on gold, it's the last three that you need to worry about, and on Bitcoin, it's the $100. Like, so let's say the for BTC, let's say it's at 72,000. You have to worry about these last three. So if it goes to 72,100, that's 100 points. If it goes to 71,900, that's 100 points. All right. So with Bitcoin, you look at the last three. With this, you look at the last three as well. All right. Let me actually leave this open just in case. Awesome questions, guys. Awesome questions. If you guys have any more questions, let me know. I'm going to be going over all of that stuff in more detail. It's great to have these questions come at me. I love explaining these things further. Again, if you want to deposit, like he was asking, you just go to deposit funds. You type in, I think they only have cryptocurrency right now. You just type in, for example, 5K. You go and you press, you select USD. You get a 5% bonus on your deposit. You go next, continue funding, and it's going to open up the page for you to be able to deposit using crypto. All right. So all you do is you go to, like, for example, USDC. Let's say you're doing it on Ethereum network. You go next. It's going to send you the it's going to tell you the wallet that you have to send it to, and it's going to send it directly. You're going to send it directly to that wallet. Make sure you're sending on the correct network. Make sure you're sending the correct currency, and then they will get it, and they'll fund your account. It funds very, very quickly. So the usability and features of Abbado you show us are sufficient for us to use and be successful. That's what I've been using. I've just been using the range bars. I've only been using what I get on Abbado. I don't use TradingView or any other platform, any other charting, anything else to be able to, look at this stuff. Everything that I do is on Abbado and JSTStream. Yeah, they've got a ton of great indicators. You have some that are preset in your account. So you've got like the MACD and RSI. RSI you have to install, but they've got a whole bunch of these different ones. Awesome oscillator, fractals. They've got parabolic SAR, step RSI, super trend, moving average. They've got Bollinger Bands. All of these different indicators, right? Plus you can go to the indicator store and just get access to so many different ones as well. They've got trading bots as well that you can like build. You can test. You can add to your account. You can do all of that stuff as well. They've got all the markets like commodities, stocks, indices, crypto, Forex, everything that you would need to trade is on here. So it's like an all-in-one platform, very user-friendly as well. Everything that you need is on the one page. So I don't need to have like these different pages open, all these different platforms, all of these different tools. Like I don't need all of that. Everything is available on this one page. Market is pulling back up. Yeah, it looks like it's pulling back up here. Don't worry, I understood what you meant. Market is pulling back UO. Market is pulling back IP. Market is pulling back up. Yeah, it is. All right, let's see if we can get the super trend to finally flip. Please, for the love of all that is good in this world, please flip so we can enter into a buy trade. Darn keyboard. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I understood what you meant. We have the PSAR finally indicating an uptrend. We have the super trend that is being stubborn and not changing. Boom, we had the super trend flip. Let's wait for an entry here. We're going to wait for the market to pull back. And then we're going to be entering into a buy trade, all right? So let's see if we can get the market to pull back significantly, and then we'll enter into a buy trade. Does Abbado require KYC? No, they don't. So they don't require KYC, so you can use them. You can just go and get your account funded, get your account set up. There's no KYC required. All right, let's wait for a pullback on this market, and then we're going to be looking to enter into a trade. Market's pulling up quite heavily, but I don't want to enter at the top over here. I want to wait for the price to come down a bit. So what I'm waiting for is for it to go like this, come back maybe a little bit, and then we'll enter into a buy trade. All right. I'm waiting for some red candles to form on the range bars here, and then that will be my entry. So we're seeing one almost formed over there. Boom, I saw one form, two form. Was that all I got? Was that the entry? It's okay, we're going to be waiting still. Still going to be waiting for that entry. That would have been the entry, but I hesitated a little bit. Scout, thank you for joining. I will think about messaging you on Discord. You can send me a message, definitely. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you following. Send me a message on Discord. My Discord is linked in my profile, so you should be able to find it there, and then you can send me a message there. All right, let's see where the market pulls back. All right, it's starting to pull back now. We're seeing a few candles form. Let's enter into a buy trade here. I'm going to set my stop loss 71891.5, and then set my take profit 72091.5. Oh, 0.5. Boom. All right, my stop loss and take profit are set. And guys, $249 already, $293. Is this trade going to be our first win of the night? Let's see where this trade closes. We waited for the pullback. We were a little bit patient. We saw the pullback happen, and we entered into a long position. The reason why we entered into a long position is because we saw the super trend and PSAR both indicating uptrend, because the PSAR dots are below the candles, And the super trend finally went green after a long wait. We saw the red candles form indicating the pullback, and now it looks like the market is coming down a little bit further. It got so close to my take profit, but let's see where this takes us. All right. I could technically enter another trade on this further pullback because I'm still using less than 1% risk in my trades. But let's just see where this ends up going. Dang, it's already almost been 1 hour live. Almost 1 hour already. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. It's always great to have you guys here. Make sure you're following me on all platforms. I'm going to send my link tree. Everything that you guys need to get set up is in that link tree. I'm going to send it in all the chats in just a second. Link / bullpen trader. Can you fund that account with credit card? I don't think you can right now. I think it's only crypto. But it's like very easy to fund with crypto. You just use like Coinbase or Binance, Crypto.com, CoinSquare, like MoonPay, like any of those, and you can like buy whatever crypto you want to send, and then send it to that wallet. Like it's very, very simple. So you just need to use like an exchange, buy the crypto, and then send it over. All right. Let me send this in the chats on Twitch. Boom. Make sure you guys go to that link. Boom. Send that there as well. And boom. Send that there as well. All right. So that's my link tree. All of the information that you guys will need to get started is there on my link tree. You have a Coinbase account? Awesome. Yeah. All you do is you go into Coinbase. You buy like, let's say you want to send Bitcoin. Oh, why did I switch to demo? I don't want to be in demo. All right, back to our live account. All you do is you go to the personal area. You go deposit. You go crypto. Let's say you do like 1,000. 5% bonus is what you get. You go and you click deposit. You select whatever you are getting. Like, so let's say you're just keeping it simple. You're just going to buy Ethereum and send Ethereum. It's going to tell you how much you have to pay. You're going to send Ethereum on the ERC20, the Ethereum network, and you're just going to click proceed to payment. It's going to give you the QR code that you have to scan your wallet address, send it over to that wallet, or you can send Bitcoin, for example. You just buy Bitcoin on Coinbase. You go to like you buy this much, or you buy a little bit more, and then you send this much to them. All right. It's very, very simple. All right, make sure you guys are following me on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and on TikTok as well. I'm going to be going live on TikTok tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit of a different live because as soon as I start doing like trades and stuff like that, they don't like it for some reason, and they keep restricting my account for some reason, and then they ban me, which is not fun. So I don't want that to happen. Guys, we're at $350 in profit, 365, 373, and boom, we just hit the take profit of the night right here, guys. On this Bitcoin trade, we were able to get in on a long position on the pullback of this uptrend. We entered into a buy trade. We saw the super trend and PSAR flip. We had the pullback happen, and we just hit a $421 trade. Sharaf is saying, let's go. That means his trade hit take profit as well, most likely. Awesome trade, guys. That was absolutely amazing. I think with that, we might be calling it a night here. It's been just about an hour so far in today's live webinar. Make sure you guys tune in every single day. I'm here daily doing these trades, answering all of your questions, and helping you all get started. So make sure you guys give me a follow on all of the platforms. Go to my link tree. Everything is linked over there. The first link will take you to JSTStream.com. The second link will take you to Abbado.com, which is the trading platform. And the third link will take you to the Discord that we are in. There's also all of my social medias linked there. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitch and Instagram and Kick, TikTok, all of those. I would really, really appreciate that. As soon as I can get my followers up, I can get my, my community going as well. That's what I'm hoping to do. All right. So thank you all so much for joining. It's been a great time here. We had a trade hit take profit, a few hit stop loss, but that's totally fine. We made $1,300 yesterday, so that's totally fine. We're still up $972 from yesterday and today. So in the past 2 days, we are still up $972, which is a pretty good number to be at for 2 days. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining. Make sure you guys go and get your accounts set up, get your accounts funded, and we'll be here doing live trades every single day. All right. Make sure you guys follow me on all platforms, and I will see you all in the next one. All right. Take care, everyone.